Hey guys, I wanted to show you a little. I'm really just showing you one card I purchased for today, although I'm going to show a few more cards. But I wanted to do kind of a shout out to Brent Richards. He he always is showing cards that I'm like, I, I want that card, or not that card. A lot of times it's like I want a card that's like that, but of a player for me. He'll show cards of Nolan Ryan or Bagwell or whatever, and I'll be like, man, I wonder if they have a card that looks like that in a player that I collect. Well, he does that a lot, and there was one in particular that just leaped out at me. He shared it a few months ago, uh, and the problem is that it was a modern card, and now that he shows a lot of modern cards that are of players from the '90s or from vintage era and stuff like that, and so those cards are a little different for me. But if you're talking about modern players, there aren't a lot of modern players that I collect. Really, there's really only one modern player that I actually collect, and that is Andrew McCutcheon. And so he shows this card, and he showed an Altuve, I think is who it was, um, and and it's like, well, I don't, nothing against him, but I don't really collect a lot of modern players, and so that one doesn't really. But I wonder if there's an Andrew McCutcheon, and specifically, I wonder if there's an Andrew McCutcheon in the Pirates, because if there's an Andrew McCutcheon and he's in his Pirates gear, then that would be a great card for my PC. And so I looked, and sure enough, they had an Andrew McCutcheon. So I was pretty excited, but I didn't pick it up right away. I've been just kind of sitting on it for a little while. It's on eBay, and I just I don't know. I just wasn't in a big rush, and wanted to see kind of, how it is. You have a certain budget, and it just wasn't in the budget for a while, and so I finally decided I've got to do it. So I sent the guy an offer a little bit lower than what he had. He had a best offer thing on eBay, and it's been sitting there for months. Uh, so I made him an offer, and he accepted it, and I got it in the mail yesterday, and I wanted to show it to you. It's a fantastic Andrew McCutcheon card. You'll see why Brent Richards loved it. I think you'll see why it jumped out at me. What I thought I'd do is just share a few more of my Andrew McCutcheon cards, just so I'm not just showing one card. But because he's my kind of modern day PC, he's really the only guy modern that I pick up cards of, like if I'm at a show or something. I thought maybe I'd show a few of his cards just to kind of show you some of the different things I look at, and then I'll end it with the card that I picked up that is man, it's a Brent Richards special if ever there was one. It's got a bit of shine to it. We'll just put it that way. But anyway, let me turn the camera around. We'll show you some stuff. I'm actually not turning the camera around. I say that because that's the thing everybody says, but I'm just gonna change my setup here, and then I'll show you the cards. But anyway, give me just a minute, and I'll show you some cards. So let me start with a couple of combo cards. This is Andrew McCutcheon and Roberto Clemente. I've got a couple of them that are both of the players, and I really like these cards. I just like the history that it represents. And one thing that's kind of neat about doing this right now is it was just a couple of days ago that Andrew McCutcheon broke Roberto Clemente's record for the most home runs by a Pirate in a Pirate uniform. Kutch would have broken that years ago if they hadn't traded him away, but well, we have terrible ownership in Pittsburgh. So, and then they have this. I have this Bowman Chrome of his. That's a neat looking card. I really only collect him if he's in his Pirates. I don't collect him if I find him in other teams, unless it would be a rookie card, I guess, I suppose, or pre-rookie. This is one I've shown before. I picked this one up pretty recently. It's got a lot of shine to it. Pretty cool card. It is numbered to 150. I'm not sure how big of a deal that is, but anyway, one of the things I do when I'm collecting Clemente is I like to pick up his cards where he's in kind of the throwback years. So this is one from '87, and the cool thing is then I have the ones from the next 2 years as well. This is one of my favorite of his cards that I have. Well, until the one I'm going to show you here in a minute, but the '88, just because the '88 is that's my set. Everybody has their set from when they were growing up. That's it for me. Although I do love the 89 one as well. Just such a great image of him, and I love the uniform. So anyway, so these are my, I've got some more Andrew McCutcheons. I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing you all of them. I'm really just here to show you one card. And I'm not Brent Richards. I don't do impressions of people, but I'm going to show this to you in the way that he would show it to you, which means I'm going to show you the back of the card first. And this is an oversized card of Andrew McCutchen. And see, he likes to lower it in from up top. We talk about the back a little bit. Andrew McCutchen, it is for the Pittsburgh Pirates, which is the important thing for me. I really wouldn't have gotten this if it was Kutch when he played for one of the other teams he played for in the in-between years. But he's one of 6 players in Pirates history to win the National League MVP award. And that was in 2013 after batting .317 with 21 homers and 27 steals. I don't know if Kutch will ever make it into the Hall of Fame, but he's been a fantastic player, very exciting player for the Pittsburgh fans. But anyway, I hope I can do this card justice. It is quite incredible. You see why it's the Brent Richards special, don't you? Man, that thing has some shine on it. And man, it doesn't matter which way you hold it. The colors just pop on this thing. It is so cool. Like, I don't have anything that's shiny in my collection. I don't do as many shiny cards as Brent does. But when he showed this card, I was like, man, that is incredible. And you can see, my goodness, it has some pop to it. What a fantastic looking card. So, Brent, if you watch, thanks for giving the tip off on this card. I finally picked it up. Very glad that I did. Pretty much doesn't matter where you show it. Just a different part of that card. A different part of it really pops. I wish I could bring this up so you could see it how I'm seeing it right now. Just an incredible looking card. So anyway, I don't want to take too much longer. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.